How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my average YouTube channel. If you guys haven't checked out my two-part series that I uploaded as my last two videos, it's two videos of me actually confronting these people, because a lot of people generally just believe I react to these videos and don't actively catch child predators myself. Have a check at my last video to see how I do it, so you can see where I'm coming from. Additionally, the full unedited, full uncensored clips of that video are available on my Patreon page. The Patreon is available in the link down below. It helps pay for lawyers and travel and everything involved in catching these people full time, and I do massively appreciate all the help over there. The video that I'm watching today is uploaded by somebody called Anxiety War. If you guys watch any predator catch videos ever on YouTube, you would have probably seen his channel. He's one of the longest and one of the most popular standing YouTubers that does this type of thing. Unfortunately, due to different YouTube rules, his channel has received a couple of strikes and he doesn't upload as much as he used to, which is a shame because he's one of the reasons I started doing this. And massive props to what he does. He does do these very well. I've never looked him through the lens of a legal glass, so I'm not sure if I'm going to see anything any different to as I would as a viewer normally, but I guess we'll find out. So without any further hesitation, let's get into today's video.
So I've been talking to this guy who thinks he's going to meet a 13-year-old boy for sex, and that kid is actually me. It really is me. I use an old photo of myself from 2005.
So using a photo of somebody underage is technically, it's illegal in the UK, and it is in some American states as well, because it is seen as placing a child in danger unnecessarily. Because it's a photo of himself, I guess he's given consent to himself, and I'm pretty sure there's nothing wrong about that. In fact, it probably just makes it look more realistic to whatever people are getting involved in his accounts.
When I was 12 years old. But I told him that I'm almost 14. And he said, if you send a picture, I'll send one. And so I did. And he replied with 2. He said, are you okay with a bigger guy? And I said, sure, you're not that big. You look like you don't take any crap from anybody. He said, have you had any thoughts on how we're going to do this? We can meet somewhere close to you and go somewhere else.
So this is one of the reasons why I enjoyed watching Anxiety War's videos. He always includes some conversation, and as a viewer I watch this and I go, oh, I understand more of what's going on. The only thing is, if I'm looking through this through like a legal pair of glasses, we can't verify if any of these messages are real. They're not from a text thread that can be proven in court. They're not from a screenshot from a conversation that's not edited. It's classed as hearsay. These aren't evidence-backed photographs, if that makes sense. But I do genuinely believe that these are just transcripts that he's taken from conversation. I wonder why he hasn't posted the full screenshots. I wonder why he hasn't posted, a full transcript in the description. My guess is as good as yours, and hopefully that's something that he does change, because not only is this way more time editing a video, having to write everything out and having to put the little photo there and all of this, it also doesn't hold up as well from somebody that's watching this who's on the verge of not believing, if that makes sense. Putting in a real screenshot will tempt these people and prove to them that everything you're saying is true.
I said, that sounds good. I'd hate to run into someone I know. He said, I'm free Monday or Tuesday. So I replied, Tuesday will work better for me. Where are we going to meet though?
So he goes through a considerable amount of audio dialogue in this. For the purpose of this video, I don't think it's important to dissect everything that he says, because again, I can't prove that these are real messages. I don't want to put in what could be seen as hearsay in these videos. I feel like that would be bad on my behalf. The other thing that I think is important to add into these messages, regardless of who does them, is showing that you were not the first one to message. So this predator catch was conducted in the state of Michigan in America. Every single state in America, even some cities compared to different cities, have different rules on entrapment and luring people into these conversations. In Michigan, the law states, if you are charged with a crime, entrapment may apply if the commission of the crime was instigated, coerced, or encouraged by outrageous government conduct. What this means is, if it's the police luring people in and entrapping them and baiting them, it can be completely thrown out. It doesn't say anything about private citizens, but there may be precedent in other cases that shows that private citizens can also have the same laws taken against them. I don't know if there's any precedent. I'd love to hear if anyone knows if there is or if there isn't. But it's always important to show that you're not entrapping them just in case.
There he is right there, 6'4". He just exited the silver vehicle to the right, Mercury. He's been sitting there for about 10 minutes.
So obviously at this point in the video, he's got proof of this man arriving at the place of meeting where he was intending to meet a 13-year-old for the purpose of sex, as he has mentioned in this. At this point, technically, he doesn't need to be there any longer. He could just call the police and wait from a distance, and then the police can come and arrest the man. But he does something that I'm not sure if it is brave or if it's stupid or if it's... I don't even know how to explain it, but he persists to meet this man while also pretending completely to be a 13-year-old boy. The amount of risk involved in that is something that I don't think he fully thought out.
It's a nice park. Very nice. I didn't know if that was you. You were there for quite a while. I've never really done this before, so I kind of stood back by the bridge, far away. So how you doing? Great. Take a seat.
I'm more of a standing person.
How has he not realised that this is not a 13-year-old boy? I mean, I'm pretty sure Anxiety War is about 6 foot or thereabouts. How has he not noticed that a 6 foot man in his mid-20s is not a prepubescent teenager?
Oh, yeah. I've just been kind of lonely here. It's boring now. Really boring. So your day was good? Yeah, mine too. How old are you?
Actually, I'm 24.
You're 24? You said you're 16.
So when you're calculating the pros and the cons of speaking to this man instead of calling the police in, again, in the state of Michigan, the legal age to have sex is 16 years old. It's not 17 or 18 like it is in different states in America. The legal age to give consent is 16. So if he says he's 16, he's still meeting a 13-year-old boy for the meaning of sex. It is still technically statutory rape. The only thing is, they don't normally convict people with a small age gap like 16 to 13. Because as far as the government is concerned, in most states, and especially in England, because I've dealt with cases similar to this, there's some sort of leeway they give. It's normally a caution, like, hey, don't do that again. Because it's hard to convict a 16-year-old who's still not able to drink, vote, drive, or anything, to convict him of being a child predator. That's doesn't sit right with a lot of judges. So they're not normally convicted unless their crimes are egregious, and in most cases they're not. So why it's important that he's met this man is he's managed to get out of him that he's not 16, but he is in fact 24, which the police would have found out later on, but this is an admission of lying about his age.
What? Why did you say you're 16?
Just in case the wrong eyes.
Like who?
I don't know. Never know these days.
I don't know. So, where's your car?
Park over there.
Cool. So we're gonna go. If this is just the meeting place, right? Where are we gonna go after this?
Just in case the wrong eyes see it. This is a complete admission of guilt. He knows full well what he is doing is wrong beyond any reasonable doubt. That's why he lied about his age, and he's admitted that. This makes it so easy to get him convicted. Imagine being a defense attorney for this man and trying to plead ignorance or plead insanity or plead anything of the sort, saying that he isn't competent enough, his IQ isn't high enough to understand completely what's going on. Well, he's just proven beyond the reasonable doubt that he does know. And that's basically a slam dunk conviction as far as I'm concerned.
I should shake your hand or fist pump. Yeah, isn't it? It's official now, right? So, I know I said I was 5'6". I'm actually a little tall. I just measured myself. I'm 5'9".
A 13-year-old who's 5'9", but is actually 6'1" in real life. Like, come on, how have you not clocked? Is it just because you don't see a camera blatantly out? I think he's wearing those glasses that have a camera involved. Is it because the police aren't there that you just went, oh, fuck it, even if he's an adult, fuck it, you know, it's sex at the end of the day? Is that really what you're thinking? Did you not think this far ahead? Like, I don't understand how he's how he's managed this. This is unreal.
Do you have any condom? No, just kidding. We're not like that. Guys can't get pregnant. That's a good thing, isn't it? Yeah.
So, not being able to verify the messages beforehand, and then the first bit of sexual conversation that I can verifiably prove in this video is actually Anxiety War saying, do you have any condoms? I'm joking. This could technically be seen as enticing behavior. Again, it depends if precedent has been set in Michigan that proves that, you know, that could throw this case out. If it hasn't, it's very unlikely a jury is going to throw out a horrible child predator for one little verbal slip up that could be seen as just being nervous. But it is something to think about. That is the first bit of sexual conversation that has been proven in this video. And it does actually come from Anxiety War and not the proposed child predator himself.
Oh, is this car? Cool. Oh shoot. Any marijuana in here?
Yeah, is that a problem?
You have marijuana in here? Oh jeez, serious? I was just joking. Jeez. What else? Oh my god, what? I don't know if I want to get in there.
Just, that is fucking disgusting. Like, if you're going to pick up a date, regardless of their age, at least make sure you're presentable. Like, did your mother never teach you manners? Did she never teach you how to pick up a child properly? You clean your fucking car first, lad. Jesus Christ.
No, just get on. Oh shoot, it's dirt. You weren't kidding. Yeah. Where are we gonna go though? I have to know.
I don't know, we can walk in the woods or something.
Why have you got in his car? Dude, do you know how much risk you've put yourself in, man? Why have you got in his car? Like, I understand that, you know, clearly nothing happens from this because you uploaded the video. If you were dead, you wouldn't be able to upload the video. But do you understand the amount of risk that is involved in getting into a car where he can lock the doors, kidnap you, rape you, and murder you? Like, this is how kids go missing. Like, this is how these things happen. People meet someone, they go in their car, the car gets, you know, taken somewhere, person's never found. He could have a weapon, he could have a knife, a gun. You know, guns are legal in America. He could just pull a gun out that he legally owns and point it at him. He could pull a gun out that he doesn't legally own and point it at him. Don't put yourself in these situations. This is an insane amount of risk that you don't need to take for this. I don't know whether to commend you for taking this risk on for a YouTube video, but I think I should condemn it instead. This is fucking stupid, for no better term.
Like, to do what? Like, what were you thinking? Just like full like anal, or I've never done anal, but
I mean, it's up to you.
Oh, I don't know. Like oral is that just to start?
Yeah, I don't want to be pushy or.
This man isn't explicitly saying that he wants to do anything sexual. Again, I can't prove the messages before, so I can't really, you know, comment on them legally. All of the sexual conversation so far has actually come from Anxiety War. This man has said, well, it's up to you. Yes, saying that, it's quite obvious that he's not bothered about doing stuff with a minor, but he's not explicitly saying I want to do it, and he's not the one asking. This is a massive issue in this case. If the messages beforehand are verifiable that he did send these photos, he did entice in sexual conversation, and he did do all of this, then yeah, there's a different spin on this. But you shouldn't lead these conversations. You shouldn't. It's not legal in the UK, full stop, and I'm pretty sure it's frowned upon by most juries and judges in America.
Oh, okay. I really like that. And I did some research though. The age of consent, it's like 16. I'm only 13. Shoot, you know that too?
Yeah.
Shoot, but we won't get caught though, right? So that's good. But dang, where's the marijuana? I gotta see it. I've never seen it before.
I just see this as enticing. I don't think this would stand up in a court. This particular part, I don't think this would stand up in a court because it's him trying to push a sexual narrative, and the man that's obviously being exposed in this video is not saying anything back. It doesn't mean that he's a good man, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying legally it might not stand up.
No.
Oh, there's a spider in there, shoot. See the spider? What is that? Do you have any cockroaches in here or bed bugs or anything?
No.
You sure? Yeah. Jeez, what's up? How'd you get it so dirty?
I just bought it.
What? It was like this then? Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I haven't cleaned it yet.
Someone sold it like this? What? I thought you got a really good deal on it then, right?
I'm sorry that you did not buy a car that looks like that. You can shut the fuck up. There's no way.
So, like, where's your house though? Grand Rapids, you said?
Yeah, but more towards like Cascade.
Oh, shoot, the rich area. Well, sure, we can go there, I guess.
I went to Forest Hills.
Forest Hills? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm going to Kennewick Hills. Yeah. Alright. Well, yeah, that's okay.
The only problem
you don't
is my dad might be home.
You dad? What? Are you serious?
Another thing that I've just thought of, technically him allowing a minor in his car is kidnapping. Yes, I know Anxiety War is not a minor, but he believes beyond a reasonable doubt that he is. And allowing him in a vehicle can impede his movement. The fact that the doors are shut, they're in an enclosed space, he's at the wheel, that's kidnapping as far as I'm concerned. Like, as far as the law's concerned, actually. If that was a minor and a minor got in his car, he'll be charged for kidnapping or attempted kidnapping. Another thing to bear in mind.
Just oral? You have like lube though? Like anal? Does lube need to be required every time, or like I don't know how that works because I'm not experienced.
Yeah.
I'm a virgin. So.
I would
Yeah.
definitely recommend it anytime.
Okay, yeah. Is it like, what is it made out? Is it like whipped cream or like what?
No, it's like sometimes it's made out of it's like water based.
Okay, so it's like water based. Like what's that mean?
Like water and oil. Like
Oh,
not-
okay.
Not like oil.
WD-40?
No, not
Oh.
that's
Flammable.
flammable and harmful for skin.
So at this point, he is actually engaging in these conversations. Again, he's not leading the conversations, but he is now actively engaging in, teaching a minor about lube. If this was text messages and he didn't attend the meeting, there's no way this would be admissible. This would be thrown out instantly. If somebody had messaged, let's say I set up a fake account, right? And I pretend I'm a 12-year-old girl. And I message a grown man in his 30s, for example, and I'm saying the same things as Anxiety was saying here. If I'm leading all sexual conversation, he's saying, oh, we can do whatever you want. It will get thrown out quicker than the baby in the bathwater. It wouldn't mean anything. And that's what is the worry with these sort of things, especially when the text messages aren't shown.
I took AP biology senior year of high school. I did pretty well in it. Passed the AP exam.
Oh
Yeah. Dude, you knew I was 13 and you still wanted to do this?
yeah. Well, I don't want to push anything.
You don't want to push anything. But it's okay if a 13-year-old agrees to it.
Well, yeah.
Why?
I mean, the law would say no.
The law would say no. You know why, right?
Statutory is why. And saying, well, the law would say no, he knows full well what he's doing is wrong. And at this point, just send it all into the police, get this man convicted. Like, you're running on a fine line with some of the things you said, and I don't think it would get it thrown out in this particular case. It's something to bear in mind, isn't it? Just make sure he's convicted at this point.
Because minors should not make these types of choices due to being naive. The law is there to protect them. And I have to tell you, that person in the photo was me in 2005. It's 2016 now. What do you have to say for yourself? You
Nothing.
have marijuana in the car. Why are you laughing? You're smiling. You can take a seat if you want. If it's too much, I don't want you falling, okay?
No, I like to stand.
That's good. It's just sick. 13. 13. 24.
I'm only here to offer advice if you need it.
This is something I pretty much hear every single time I meet somebody. It's not, oh, I'm meeting this person for this intent and I agree with what you're saying. It's, oh, I was here to tell them about the dangers of meeting men online, but you're the danger. You're the man online. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Why would you have sexual conversations just to tell them not to have sexual conversations? Like, this is such a flip-flop that would not hold any weight in court. I don't know why people say it. I think in the spare of the moment, It's more of a flight or what is it? Fright or flight? Flight or fight. They're trying to battle it. They're not trying to run away. They're trying to say, well, you misunderstood. Not the case.
I'm 23. I'm 23, dude. I'm not 13.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
I knew that from the very beginning.
Yeah, but you still wanted to say that, yeah, let's have oral sex out here?
No.
Well, then why'd you bring me out here?
Because I thought you wanted to walk.
What? Oh, dude, give me a break. You thought I was 13. You wanted to have sex with me.
No.
You wanted to deny it? Okay. Good luck. It's messed up, dude. It's messed up. Okay? You're being filmed right now, okay? You're being filmed. Everything. Okay? I know who you are. Don't do anything stupid.
I would like to see, because this was obviously a few years ago, I would like to see if this man was actually convicted. Because as far as I'm concerned, in the actual video that I've seen so far, he hasn't explicitly said anything about wanting to have sex with a minor or do stuff with a minor. Yes, he's met a minor. Yes, he's maybe get charged for attempted kidnapping. But I don't think he could be charged just based on the encounter on trying to meet a minor for sex, which is the big sort of, the home run, as it were. So I'll be quite interested to see what the verdict of this case was, and if anyone knows, please let me know.
Okay. It's absolutely disgusting.
I wasn't going to do anything.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You were prepared to do everything.
No, I'm not.
With a 13-year-old boy.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not prepared to do anything, as a matter of fact.
Okay, and yet you brought who you thought to be a 13-year-old boy in the woods for sex.
I didn't bring you up here for sex.
Okay, just a walk, right? Just a walk after saying we could do oral, if you'd like.
I never said I wanted to.
Okay.
You're the one that said that, not me.
I said, hey, anal, you said I'm not going to push you to do anything. Is it okay if we can do oral? Yeah, if you want to.
I didn't say that. I said
Okay.
I'm not going to push you to do anything because I'm not that kind of person.
All right,
I
but
will
but
not-
if the kid agreed to it, you
No.
would have.
No.
As you just told me, the age of consent.
See, this right here is why I said everything that I've said already. This is reasonable doubt. Because he hasn't explicitly said that he's going to do these things, it's hard to then convince a jury beyond the reasonable doubt that he was going to. The reason we have to prove him guilty and not him prove his innocence is everybody should have the right to be, seen as innocent until proven guilty, not seen as guilty until proven innocent. I'm struggling to see a conviction out of this video. I really am. Because I haven't seen the text messages at the beginning, and I can't verify their authenticity, I don't know what was said to get this man to the park. And based on this video, I don't think he'll be convicted for, sexual intent, which you could take one or two ways. It could be poor judgment, it could be poor laws, but I think it'd be very hard to get him convicted. If you guys want to watch the full video and make up your mind for yourself, the link will be in the description down below. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate everyone's support on these videos, and I'll see you in the next one.